But
Right.
as far as LeBron, and this is actually a good segue. As far as
Yeah.
LeBron, number one, you know darn well he's going to want a farewell tour, right?
Absolutely.
He wants a farewell tour, so ain't no way he's going to go and say, for instance, if the Lakers somehow win the championship this year, there's no way he's saying, "Oh, guys, I'm going out on top. Goodbye. This is my championship here. I'm goodbye." He's still um he still wants to catch Jordan number of championships, and he just loves that attention.
Yeah.
And boy, did he bring on the attention with Stephen A. Smith. I mean,
Absolutely.
what's your thoughts on that?
Man, that turned on its head real quick. Seemed like Steven started, talking with his chest the other day when he had what he had to say about LeBron, and they put up that video about him. And he said that's not him, and that's not how he is. But he said, LeBron needs to step up to him and talk to him like a man when they had a conversation. He said he wasn't going to address it on the court, so he didn't say much to him when he was there. And I feel like Stephen A was trying to be nice in the situation, and then LeBron kind of provoked it. Subtly provoked it when he was on that
Pat
show that he was
McAfee.
on.
Yeah.
Matt,
So
yeah.
let's back up here for a second. So see, this is the thing with Stephen A, right? And if you watch my videos, you get the gist of it. When they first when it first went down, when LeBron went up to him and said, stop talking about my son. To me, LeBron was in the wrong, right? Because Stephen A. didn't say anything personal about his son. It was all basketball related,
Correct.
and um, Stephen A. He when he rolled up on Stephen A. You could tell by Stephen A.'s demeanor in the video there that Stephen A. was like, docile, right? He was like, like Stephen A. wasn't going to do anything. He like,
Yeah.
you could tell. And the next day, when he went on First Take, the show that he's hosts, he has said, oh, this wasn't about this wasn't basketball related. This was about being a father to his son. And
Correct.
Stephen A. downplayed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, but Stephen A. being Stephen A., he goes on Gilbert Arenas' show and he
Mm-hmm.
starts puffing this, talking and starts talking tough and all of this. LeBron gets wind of it. So then LeBron, of course, LeBron's a very calculating dude.
Yeah,
He
it
said
is.
what he had to say on the Pat McAfee show.
Correct.
And then that's when Stephen A. came back at LeBron. And then LeBron comes back at Stephen A. with that, the video with him boxing.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I was like, what is this from? Like,
but
that was
see, here's the
hilarious.
thing. Stephen A. was actually upset about all of this, right?
Yeah.
And LeBron's laughing at this. LeBron
Correct.
loves the attention. That's why going back to him retiring after no, he's going to have a whole farewell tour like Kobe did, right? In all the stadiums, every stadium, farewell LeBron James. He's going to have that because he loves the attention. But
Yeah,
with
you
this
might be
whole
right.
with this whole Stephen A. I mean, with the whole the whole Stephen A. thing, man, I just thought that look, Stephen A. You just signed $100 million contract,
Yeah, he did. Big money.
big money, and it's like,
Big.
man, let that stuff go, man. Move on. You didn't have to go into the
He had a
Jordan.
big rant that he went
Right,
over.
yeah, yeah. You didn't have to go into the Jordan comparisons, the Jordan LeBron comparisons. Number one, number two. When you brought up him not at the Kobe memorial, and he was
Yeah,
at the Kobe memorial, man, that makes you look bad. And
yeah, it
then
does.
you brought up, which I didn't even mention in my video, he brought up the whole Dwayne Wade um, Hall of Fame introductions, right? That he wasn't there. Well, the reason why he wasn't there was because of his son. He had a heart attack, right?
Right.
So you didn't even show up to Dwayne Wade's thing, and it's like, man,
Bringing up
come
all this
on.
stuff
Yeah, but
just to throw shade,
yeah,
just to throw
right.
shade,
Throwing
you know.
shade, and it was that's why I called Cap on Stephen A. So that
I feel
that
like
that
he
was
thinks
funny.
he was kind of humiliated, so he tried to like pull out everything, and he didn't want to look like a punk, so he said what he had to say the way he said it, so that he doesn't come off like a punk. But doing all that screaming and yelling and getting upset is not making you look good at all. Not making you
If
good at all.
if he didn't want to come out looking like a punk, he should have addressed that right when LeBron went to his face. He could have
Right,
said, "Well, hey, this is professional. Your son's a professional basketball player, and
right,
I'm gonna talk about it. And
right,
I'm not talking. It ain't nothing personal. You know it's not." That would
right.
have ended that. That would have ended that right there.
You know what he
And
said? He said that was the day of his contract, and that's where he was there with the people that signed him. So you
oh,
got to think
come
about
on.
the company that he keeps. The people that were around him at that point in time was the one that gave him all that money. So he didn't want to, bring it there, especially when LeBron's about to play and he's dealing with that like right there in the moment. So he left it alone. That's what he said.
What's on top of your head?
What do you mean?
What's on
What
top
do
of
you
your
mean?
head? What's on
The
top of your
Nike
head?
symbol?
No, a cap. This dude's cap, man. That's all. I don't believe that. Come, this is what I'm talking about, Stephen A. Man. He comes up with this stuff. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come
yeah, you're
on.
right.
Come on.
Oh man, that's
Oh
funny.
God.
Yeah, I know that's your boy. I know you love you
Yeah.
some Stephen A.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my god, I didn't know that's what you was talking about. He's like, "What's on your head?" That's cat. That
Oh
was pretty.
boy. Yeah, man.
Oh
Yeah. So hey, that's that.
yeah, yeah. We could leave it there, man. Like there's two grown men that need to work it out. I don't think they'll ever get along, but
Yeah.
we will see. Time will tell. You know, we will
Yeah.
see.
So like you
And I
said,
think he
man.
probably go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
He probably pissed off. Stephen A's probably pissed off that he didn't have an interview with him on his show, so he could get more publicity and more ratings and stuff like that. So like,
Oh man. Oh,
it
I'm glad you brought
probably
that up.
he probably felt like it was a smack in the face that he went somewhere else and spent an hour and some change talking to another individual on their show about his life and stuff like that, because Stephen A wants that type of interview with LeBron, so that he could not apologize but tell him how he feels and have the conversation and then be in control of the conversation with LeBron. But LeBron's not gonna put himself in that situation.
You are exactly right. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, man, you're right about that. Because rumor has it Stephen A looks at Pat McAfee as a threat, right?
Mm.
They're both on ESPN. Pat McAfee, when he came to ESPN, he basically told ESPN the dollar amount he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And he's if you look at those two, Pat McAfee, he has his own show. He's been doing as like a podcast even before. So he's doing the same setup, and it's like he's his own boss per se.
Right.
Stephen A is not the same, right? It's like,
Something like that.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you got First Take, but um, it's just a little different. It just seems like Stephen A is doing work for his
Right.
bosses as
Right.
opposed to Pat McAfee, who's, yeah, I'm here, I got my own thing, and you're paying me. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? It just seems different like that. And yeah, and I bet it got under Stephen A's skin that LeBron was interviewing with him. And LeBron know
Right.
that. LeBron knows all of this, man. LeBron is a calculating dude, man. He knew it got under his skin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he did.
yeah, man.
Yep. I think that's what the main issue was. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, man.
It's very interesting and entertaining, you know,
Oh, that's what it
to
is. It's
hear.
all entertainment. It's all
It's all
entertainment.
entertainment, you know. It's
Yeah.
all entertainment, man. I'm enjoying this NBA season. What's going on in these conference? And these teams are balling out and going at each other. So it's great to see every night. There's a different buzzer beater going on, just like if we're watching, you know, the Final Four, but in the NBA. Like these guys are balling out. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. So, yep. So between 9 and 10 games left, and then mid-April, playoff starts.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it
So,
begins.
yes, sir. So let's leave it there. Coran Blast, man. Thanks a lot. Um, Great talking to you as always.
Awesome,
And
man. Same here, bro. Same to you, bro.
yep. And everyone else, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.